What's up guys, it's Stubbs here, welcome back to another episode of GT5 Project Drifting. And in this episode we're gonna go back to like the early 90s and even the 80s, but anyway, we're gonna go back to a car that basically, I don't know who doesn't like to drift in, to be honest, and it's a Silvia. We're gonna buy the Silvia K's DS Selection, the S13, and let's see what we can do with this, because I do have one of these, except I don't really use it for drifting too often. And these are pretty rare here in Ireland. I don't think I've seen too many of them. I've seen about like 2 or 3 of them, and that's about it. And I'm gonna buy them in a random color, and I'll see if I can paint them later on. But I'm thinking a red. I'll get this blue because I like the blue color. This is what I usually do when I get these cars. I get the paint that I actually like, so I usually get it in like a random paint that I don't think I have yet. So yeah. Anyway, let's bring this car into the actually, first of all, let's use this car. Now let's bring it into the GT Auto shop and see if we can squeeze out any more horsepower by changing the oil. A lot of people are saying in the comments that what, I changed the oil on a brand new car? How is that possible? Yes, you change the oil on a brand new car and you gain more horsepower, therefore you should do it. It's simple. I don't know why people are so confused about that. It's just very simple. You go and change the oil once you get a brand new car and you get more horsepower. It doesn't make a difference if you change it now or if you change it after you tune it. It's pretty much the exact same thing and you get the exact same result at the end. That certain amount of horsepower. Some cars go and give you about 5 horsepower. Some other cars give you at least, I don't know, 20 to 25 horsepower. This one, for example, is going to give us 8 horsepower. So 8 horsepower is better than nothing, I guess. Alright, so change the oil, then we can go and change the wheels to see what else we can put on it as well with the body kits. I really hate the selection of the body kits in this and the wheels as well. It should have been much more detail into tuning and customization of the cars. I hope they do that in the new GT5. If you can't overhaul the engine on a new car, this is another thing I wanted to show you guys, because people are saying you should overhaul the engine. If you can change the oil, you can do that as well. No, you can't. You can't overhaul the engine because you just bought the car brand new. Anyway, let's check out some wheels. I like the darker wheels. They look pretty good. Not these one though. I like the multi-spoke. I'll get these and I'll probably paint them like grey or something. And we can see what color we can get on the outside. But let's check out one other thing. I actually like that little lip at the front. Too bad you can't put anything in on the back, so it looks kind of weird. Whatever. Nope, that looks horrible. Alright, little lip at the front and the side skirt, that's okay. I like that. Now, let's change the color, see what paint we can change. I kind of like it in the blue color. It looks pretty alright. However, I still feel like I should change. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, I have 3 of those. Okay. Let's go to, I always do this, I don't know why, but as you go to like Nissan or Nismo, if the car is from that manufacturer, so let's check out what other colors they have in here. Because usually they match up pretty well on these cars. We can go with the midnight purple, but no. I don't know how that's gonna look like, but let's give it a go. That's the GTR R34 paint chip. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I actually saw one of these in, I think the paint was a little bit darker. Well, in real life, I'm saying. I saw one of these in real life with about the same type of paint job. And I think I'm gonna, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna make these a little bit darker, dark grey. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Yep, I like that. Hopefully you guys do as well whenever you receive this car. Okay, so now that I'm finished with all the stuff here, I'm gonna go into the tuning shop. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, modified a car in a long time. And by a long time I mean like a week, since last week when I've done the other episode of Project Drifting. But let's go into the tuning shop and I'll buy everything that I need to buy there. And I won't show you guys exactly what I'm buying because it's gonna be like very, I don't know, tedious process of me just literally just going into this and buying stuff. And I'll show you guys once I'm finished exactly what I bought, and I'll show you a few of the settings as well on the suspension and transmission. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, so now we're on the track and into the settings, so I'll show you guys what I bought. Well, first of all, for the tires, you're going to need comfort hard tires. Also, as you can see, the horsepower on this car is substantially less than any other car that I've tuned so far. This only has 394 brake horsepower, except it does weigh only 965 kilos. However, power to weight ratio, I think I could have squeezed a little bit more horsepower out of this if the game would have let me, but apparently it doesn't. This is pretty much the max horsepower I can get up until I basically break the car in, and once you drive it around a little bit, you're going to be able to get it to I don't know, around 410 brake horsepower should be that. But anyway, suspension. Let's go into the suspension and tune this up a little bit. I don't like cars with insane camber, so I don't really like to put the camber way too high up. Like a lot of people are saying to me, you should put it up because it's better for handling your car and blah blah blah. It isn't, not for me, because I got used to when I started drifting, I got used to like cars literally being stock, because I started learning how to drift in Prologue, and in that you weren't able to do too much modifying of your suspension and stuff like that until they brought that in with an update, I think it was. And even though that came out, it still wasn't as detailed as this. It was literally just like the spring rate and the height, and that's pretty much it. Also, I pretty much just lowered the cars and just did that. So I literally just learned to drift on cars with without any major modifications to the suspension and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of like to drift with the cars with almost stock everything. I bought the 5-speed close ratio transmission. I can't talk. Turbo kits. I was able to buy high RPM turbo. Exhaust, I pretty much bought everything. That's pretty much the most expensive things. So the sports exhaust manifold, sports catalytic converter, and the racing titanium exhaust, and the intake manifold, and the racing air filter. And then I have all the stage tuning, all the engine tuning up to stage 3, and then the sports ECU. And then I basically just lighten the car up as much as I could. Okay. So now let's take it out on the track. So if you guys are new to the series and don't know what I'm doing now, is I basically go take the car on the track, see if I can basically get the car to go sideways as well as I could. I usually try to get it to about 20,000 points. And then if I get it to 20,000 points, I'm pretty happy with the car itself. And then I can give it away to people. But if I'm not, I basically have to take it back out. It slides pretty easily, I can tell you that. Yeah, it slides very, very easily. I'm only using 4th gear as well, so. It turns in well. It slows down when you want it to. It kicks out when you want it to. Actually, this is very, very typical drift car. It really is. It's great. It handles very, very well. I was expecting a lot less power out of this, to be honest. With only that 394 brake horsepower engine. See, that's where it's lacking power. If you leave it in 4th gear and you're at very, very low revs, it doesn't have that little kick that other cars do. That have more horsepower, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. See, right there, I could have, with other cars, if I would have went a little bit faster, I could have just slid into the corner just by using my handbrake, but apparently with this, it was going fast enough. But, yeah, the car is very well. It handles pretty well. It's just, I didn't expect this, to be honest. I really didn't. And it's very, very simple to handle. It's very easy to keep sideways. And I don't think I'm going to get 20,000 points because I went too wide on that. Yeah, I'm not going to get 20,000 points. 19,945. It's okay, I can do another run. Yeah, I'm impressed with this car so far. I really am. And I think the person who's going to get this car is going to be pretty much impressed with this as well. I haven't used this much for this car for drifting. I have another one in yellow, and I haven't used it too much for drifting because I've pretty much better cars to use to get more points and stuff like that. But like, I might start taking mine out a little bit more then, seeing how well this thing handles. Alright, so I'll literally explain what's going on now. Once I get 20,000 points, I'm gonna basically give the car away to somebody. Now, the way to get this car is literally just by leaving a comment down below. Don't try to leave like sympathy comments. I started the game, so I need this car, blah blah blah, because it won't work. It doesn't work that way. The way it works is I usually basically just choose a random person with a random generator that like generates a random comment from my video, and that basically chooses the person that's going to win the car. So it's literally out of the random. It's not anything to do with like the way you write the comment, or if you like the video, or if you subscribe to my channel. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. And that's 22,000 points. Awesome. This car's pretty good. I'm impressed. Alright, so the only way to get this car is by leaving a random comment. It doesn't matter what you write in the comment, as long as you leave just one comment. Please don't spam the comments down below. If you want to leave a comment saying the video was awesome or whatever, you can include that all in the same comment. And then if you don't want the car, you can simply just say, I don't want this car, somebody else can have it, whatever. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you please leave it a thumbs up. You don't have to if you don't want to. Obviously, you can give this a dislike if you want. It doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. It just shows me if you guys enjoyed the video or not. If you want to see more of this stuff, if you want to see more GT5 videos, if you want to see more gaming videos that isn't exactly just GT5, you can go and check out my channel. You can subscribe if you wish. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.